morning, you guys. What is up? I just got out of the shower and a lot of you put in the comments of my last vlog that you wanted to see kind of like a time lapse of me getting ready in the morning because you said it felt like I was just like doing all of these things and then explaining to you what I just did. I totally agree. So I decided today I was going to set up my camera and show you. So I'm in my little filming office nook area. I hung this rug up on the wall from Urban Outfitters to see if I liked it as a backdrop, and I didn't. It was too dark, but this is one of the backdrops that I bought with Alexa when we went to Mood Fabrics 2 days ago. So I have all of my makeup. I'm also going to test out the Sephora foundation brush that I got from Sephora yesterday because I want to see how that applies, and I also have some other products to test out. And I'm really excited because I'm testing out this new camera and microphone and lens so that I can film a tutorial. I think I'm gonna film that tomorrow. So I wanted to do a little trial video. So this is gonna be that trial video because since this is just a vlog, I was like, if there's something I need to fix on the settings, either exposure, aperture, like whatever the other settings are, then this is my little test. But I'll show you guys what you can see from my view. So that is a light. I have my ring light and my camera and my microphone. There is another light, and then I have my desk with a ton of makeup out. I have my monitor. Hello. That is what it looks like in my camera, just so I have like a giant screen I can see. And then this is my backdrop. So it's just a pretty fabric that I have that I really like. So like I said, I want to use this footage to test this camera and lens out to make sure it's gonna work for the tutorial tomorrow because I don't wanna film an entire makeup tutorial and then realize that the settings are off. So today is gonna be our little trial day. You guys are gonna help me out. So I'm gonna switch on over to that camera and I'll see you guys there. Okay, so this is what this camera looks like. I am not gonna do a full-on tutorial for this just because I honestly don't have time for that right now. We have a kind of busy day ahead of us. So I am just going to walk you guys through the first steps with some of the new products I'm trying. Then I'm just gonna keep this camera going and then just time lapse my makeup. I will have all of the products that I use in the description bar down below. So I have my Faced Hangover Rx 3-in-1 Primer. Mochi wants to join the party. I am spraying that on and I'm just going to fan that off to dry for a second. This headband is a little bit messy from the past couple days. I wash it every few days, so I'll probably toss it in the wash either later today or tomorrow. But now this is like the star of the show right now. I'm so excited to try out the number 70 Pro Buffing brush from Sephora. So I'm going to start with my Kat Von D Lock-It Foundation. Just so you guys know, I'm in the color Light 45. This isn't a perfect color match for me right now, but it's pretty close. I hate how the Kat Von D, like I used this yesterday, but the little section at the beginning, like look how gross that is on the cap. You see what I'm saying? Like it's all hard and nasty. It's not like it's been sitting in my vanity for like a year and that's why it's hard and crusty. Like I used this yesterday, but I'm just gonna go ahead and start by dabbing a little bit of this around my face. I always make sure that more of the product is in the center of my face and I put less over on the perimeter. But now I'm just going to dab this into the skin and buff it in. It is definitely a very dense brush. To be honest, I'm not quite sure how I'm feeling about it just yet. Let me get back to you. I feel like I'm having to hold this brush up really close to the neck of the brush, and I don't really like that because it puts more pressure on your skin and kind of tugs it, and that can cause some premature wrinkles. But yeah, so far I'm really liking the coverage it's giving me. I'm not loving the way that it's actually feeling and the way it's tugging on my skin. So I'm not sure if I would recommend this. Let me get back to you when I, work on my face a little bit more. Let me think about it. But now I'm just taking my damp beauty blender and going over everything. This is how I always do my foundation. I go ahead and apply it with a brush just because I like the coverage better. Then I go in with a damp beauty blender. This is gonna soak up any excess product if I actually accidentally put a little bit too much on, and it's also going to smooth out any lines, because sometimes when I blend my makeup in with a brush, I get some lines on the foundation. So this is just gonna smooth any of those harsh lines out. I have some areas that I want to add a little more coverage, but I don't want to put on another layer of foundation, so I'm just going to go in with the Bobbi Brown Instant Full Cover Concealer. I am in the color Sand. I have never used this before. It comes with like this weird little applicator. It's not quite a doe foot, but I'm just going to take this. This is a very thick concealer. I'm going to take this on a concealer brush, and I'm just going to spot conceal some of my problem areas. So I know that I want to get this one really good, nice and covered. That is definitely a full coverage concealer. I also have one that's like in my brow right next to it. And take a little more product and come to this bad boy. Yeah. I feel like your finger takes off less of the product. The Beauty Blender kind of just soaks up all of that concealer that we just put right there. Okay, we're gonna move on to Tarte Shape Tape. This is in the color Light, and I'm just going to apply this underneath my eyes, and I use this as a highlight as well. And take it down the center of my nose, up on my forehead, my Cupid's bow, and just a little bit whatever's remaining on the brush right here. And then I have this baby beauty sponge that I am going to use just to blend all of this concealer out. To set the under eyes, I'm just going to take my Laura Mercier Secret Under Eye Brightening Powder, and I'm just going to use that to set up under here. This powder is seriously my favorite thing in the world. It's like the only powder I can use. None of the banana powders work very well on me. Just this setting powder for under my eyes is like the only one that works. For the rest of the products, I'm just going to go ahead and time lapse this section so you guys can kind of see me do it, but it's also not gonna take me as much time because I don't have to explain every step, and we have to get to the office. So I'm gonna come back and show you guys the lip at the end though, because I'm using the new Huda Beauty that I got yesterday from Sephora. So let's go. I don't know what that was. That's like going both ways. You guys couldn't even see what I did. I said, so let's go. And I was like, which way? Go crazy. loving this color. Final thoughts on the brush. I'm going to try it tomorrow with a thinner foundation, see if I like it better. As of today, I probably wouldn't say to purchase it. I think it would be a little bit of a waste of money just because it is so rough to pull it on your skin. But I think that's probably because I used a thick foundation with it. So tomorrow I'm gonna try it with my Giorgio Armani foundation and see if it goes on a little bit better. So let's wait on giving this a rating. What else did I try that was new today? The concealer, I need to see how it wears throughout the day. I'm like really bad at doing these first impressions because everything I'm like, well, we need to see, but I would definitely use it again. Like, it's not bad, I'll say. The lips, absolutely love. This was just a matter of if I liked the color on me because I already know that I like the formula and how they wear. So it was just a matter of, was I gonna like this color? And I do. Dry, I'm not going to do anything else to it. Note to self, anytime I do a red undertone eye, I'm going to make sure that I do liner and lashes because I need something to break up the red right around my eyes because I feel like these warm undertones are just kind of making me look a little bit sick. But we don't have time to change it today. We're just going to leave it. Let's go. So I got my Starbucks and I just walked into the office and today's welcome board says, life is not a fairy tale. If you lose your shoe at midnight, you're drunk. And I love that so much. This is the type of workplace atmosphere I want to be at. You guys, something crazy just happened and I didn't have my camera with me to film, and I was just talking about how on days like this there's not going to be anything interesting and I don't even know if I should film a vlog, and then this happened but I didn't take my camera. So Alexa actually texted me and asked me what I was doing, like super casual, and I was like, oh, I'm just at work. She was like, okay, I'm about to pass out and I have my car with me here but I can't drive obviously because I'm about to faint, and I wanted to know if you can have someone drive you here or Uber and then drive me and my car back home. And I was like, what do you mean you're like about to faint? Like, are you sitting down? What is happening? Like, how do you know? What do you feel? What is happening? Like, I feel like I was more stressed out and anxious than she was. She was like super chill. She was like, no, I mean, I just think I'm about to pass out. Like, do you think there's any way you could come get me? I would Uber home, but I can't leave my car here or it will get towed. And I was like, yeah, I'm on my way. So I ran out the door. I had one of my girls come with me to drive me there, and then I drove her car back. So I picked her up and took her home, made sure she was okay. Then I came back to work and I'm going to go see her again after work. So that is kind of what's happening. But yeah, that was crazy. That's something that typically wouldn't happen, and it would have been, I don't know, something for you guys to watch, but I didn't even take my camera. I didn't take my license. I didn't take my phone. I literally was just like, come on, Jamie, we gotta go. And she was like, where are we going? And I was like, come on, but I had my Starbucks. I just got to Alexa's and she got me like a little thank you thing for coming to pick her up earlier.
So basically I was at acting class and I almost fainted. It wasn't because of like acting class. I just like, I don't know, and I called Blair. I was like, hey, I need you to come like pick my car up and bring it home. And so she did. So I got her a Prezi.
You're never
These are Blair's favorite things. They're Starbucks Frappuccinos. This is the vanilla kind.
I'm obsessed with those.
But Blair is now dairy free, so she can't have this.
And I haven't had one of those in like 3.5 weeks because I've been dairy free, but she's gonna save it for me for after. Do you think it'll still be good?
I think so. I mean, it's like weird. And then,
oh my gosh. And then in a PR box, we got these 24 karat gold swizzle sticks. They're just like gold rock candies to stir your champagne. And I told her, I was like, I want to collect them from everyone that got the PR box that doesn't want them. And I want to like put them in a little jar on my bar cart.
They're very cute.
You don't want it?
I'm sure I can find you more too.
But you don't want it?
I don't really drink, like, I don't drink anything.
Yeah, but it's like decor.
Yeah, but like, have you seen my apartment? Like, there's no place to put decor.
Okay, well, I am definitely going to use this. I kind of want to taste one of them.
And just taste that one and we'll find more for you somewhere else. Also,
Yeah.
do you like that I'm just chugging Propel?
Yes, I like Propel. And then we're here with Omid.
Hey!
This is my best friend, Omid.
Hey.
What's up?
Blair.
I hate when people say like best friend when you're standing right there. Like, what the heck?
You're
no,
my
it's
best
fine.
neighbor. I'm just gonna piss you off now.
You're my best neighbor.
You're my best neighbor.
Well, you did order dairy-free pizza, which I've never had before.
Skinny bitch pizza.
It's called Skinny Bitch,
Blair,
and
you're
I am
definitely
ready to
top
be a skinny bitch.
Well, you're definitely top 10 in my
Is
life.
it really that good?
Okay, nice.
Oh, okay. So the pizza?
No, I'm not.
No, I think she says I'm top 10.
Yeah, you are top 10.
But you're top 1, so you win.
Oh.
No, I don't have like a best friend. Everyone just goes like top 10. Like
You
my
have a best friend?
No, I don't. Like, I don't have a best friend.
Jacob's my best friend.
That's fun.
You have too many good games.
I know. We should.
Can you play One Night Werewolf with 3 people?
I don't think so.
Can you play Cards Against Humanity with 3 people?
Absolutely.
Okay. Or Never Have I Ever?
Do you want to play that?
Oh, that might be dangerous on a vlog.
I'm pretty sure you would win or lose, whatever it is.
You think I've done more or
You've
not?
done a lot of weird things, I feel like.
Yeah, but Never Have I Ever is like dirty things.
Is it though?
I don't know. I don't know
I
the...
don't know. I played Never Have I Ever, like, never have I ever skydived. I love the ones where it's like everyone in the room has like something really in common, or like never have I ever been in a band, and it's like all my music friends and they're like, bitch, like.
Yeah.
Yeah. Never have I ever, like, I'm trying to think. Never have I ever been nominated for a Teen Choice Award. You would have had to put a finger down, see?
A new episode of Big Brother comes on tonight. I'm really excited, and I just mentioned that to Omid and Alexa, and neither of them watch Big Brother. So Alexa was asking me what exactly Big Brother is, so I'm going to explain it to her, but I saw some of you ask me in the comments of the last video, so I thought I would kill 2 birds with 1 stone and go ahead and explain it to you too. Okay, are you ready?
Yes.
Alexa?
I'm ready.
Okay. Big Brother US. Now there are different versions, Canada, UK, but my favorite is Big Brother US. Has 3 episodes a week during the summer. It comes on Sunday, Wednesday, and Thursday, which is fantastic. So you start off with however many house guests, and each week there is a competition called the HOH. The HOH gets to basically run the house that week. They nominate 2 house guests for eviction. The 2 house guests, along with 3 other guests, picked by random draw. Sometimes actually, I think in past seasons there have been different ways that they pick who is gonna be the other people that do it, but it's always the HOH, the 2 nominated house guests, and then typically 3 other guests, either by random draw or picked or whatever, get to play in a veto competition. The winner of the veto gets to veto one of the HOH's nominations. If they veto one of the nominations, then the HOH must put up a replacement nominee. If the HOH puts up a replacement nominee, that means that they got blood on their hand for 3 different people going up on the block when you're put on the eviction block. Then there is the live vote and eviction. So they vote to evict one person about halfway through the season. So like the first half of the season, the people that are voted out just go. Lately, they've been doing this like battle back where they might come back into the episodes, but most of the time they just leave then, but then halfway through you have jury. Jury are the people who are eliminated, but they go live in this like secluded house, and then at the end, when there are only 2 people left, jury is the one who votes who gets the $500,000 at the end. So all the people that you screwed over in the house to get them out of the house are the ones who are nominating or who are voting.
It's really nice to everyone.
Well, then you might not make it that far in the game.
Why?
But sometimes there are floaters that go pretty far. Christmas.
What?
I'm just kidding. She actually is doing better right now, but she just got that HOH. Her name's Christmas Joy.
They just like don't do much and they just float, right?
Yeah, so floaters are basically the people who just rely on their social strategy to try to help them with the game, but they're not really trying to win any competitions. They don't want to get blood on their
They
hands.
just want to stay.
Yeah, they just want to stay till the end, but a lot of times floaters aren't going to win because why would people vote for someone who didn't work for their position at the final? Like, I feel like if I went in, well, I don't want to give away my strategy in case I do it one day because, like, for real, that is like end goals, end all be all. I just want to be on Big Brother, to be honest. So I don't want to give away my strategy completely, but I think it can be concluded that I would not be a floater.
I mean, you've been in Justin
fight.
Darling's hit list. I think think that's enough to make it to Big Brother.
I think so too.
It's on Netflix. We're gonna go watch it. I have for you a vegan skinny bitch pizza.
Mom, thanks!
Yum!
Should we get photos of it first? Like, look at that.
Sure. Wait, hold on. Let me get it.
I need to get this.
Yum. Photos before we eat, guys. Photos before we eat.
Wait, Lex, open it up.
Wait, do a slow-mo
Do a slow-mo.
boomerang. Just an evening walk with the boys. All right, I'm home and in bed. I'm gonna go ahead and import all of this footage to my computer so I can edit it, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye.